Okay, so I'm going to help you plan out your DBQ, get you started at least. So everyone should have their DBQ out in front of them. I know you did not have really enough time to put everything in order. I know that. I think this is important. That's why we're moving kind of quick. However, I would definitely put your assignments in order. Hole punch them, put them in your binders correctly so it's easier to reference later on. Okay, here we go. So your DBQ, section 2, you have an hour and 30 minutes. Do you ever have an hour and 30 minutes to write a DBQ? No. Your suggested time is only 55 minutes. So this weekend, if you're spending like 4 hours writing a DBQ, you're doing something horribly wrong. Like, you get that, right? Should not take you. Now, I might say it should take you about an hour and 15, hour and 20 because you're not that practiced at this point. All right, here we go. Question 1 is based on the accompanying documents. The document should have been edited for the purpose of this exercise. In your response, you should include a thesis, an argument, development, use of documents, source of documents, contextualization, outside evidence, and synthesis. Any questions about any of those? Perfect. Your prompt, here we go. Using the documents, analyze African actions and reactions in response to the European scramble for Africa. What is the focus of this essay? This is my favorite DBQ, by the way, so don't hurt my feelings. What is the whole point, Ayla? No, it's not Africa during imperialism. What is the point of this essay? That if you do not write about this, the whole essay is wrong, and the AP would love to give you a 0. Matthew. African actions and reactions. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ever going to directly just only talk about Europeans in this entire essay? The whole thing is about African actions and reactions. So, if it is not tied directly to the Africans, it will not score because it does not answer the prompt. So, really, can you use Berlin Conference as a piece of evidence? No, because the Berlin Conference excludes Africans. So that's the type of thing that we're looking at here. Okay, so they are giving you some information here to help you. Remember, they are trying to guide you a bit, especially on a DBQ. What's wrong? Well, it's never going to score because they talk about the Berlin Conference right here. So, historical background. In the 3 decades after the Berlin Conference on Africa, 1884 to 1885, European powers occupied and colonized areas in Africa, a process later termed as a scramble for Africa. Okay, so they're providing you. So this means you can no longer use what as evidence? Can't use it. Using the term scramble of Africa is now off the table. Everyone's clear on that. They bring it up, you can't use it. Here we go. Document 1. Source, Royal Niger Company, commissioned by the British government to administer and develop the Niger River Delta and surrounding areas. Standard form, signed by multiple African rulers, 1886. We, the undersigned chiefs of blank, with the view to bettering, to the bettering of our bettering of our country and people, do this cede to the Royal Niger Company forever in the whole of our territory extending blank. We pledge ourselves not to enter into any war with any other tribes without the sanction of the said Royal Niger Company, and said Royal Niger Company bind themselves not to interfere with any of the native laws or customs of the country, consistently with the maintenance of order and good government. The said Royal Niger Company agree to pay native owners of land a reasonable amount for any portion they may require, and to pay the said chiefs blank measures native value. The blank chiefs affix their marks of their own free will and consent, done in triplicate at this day of this 18 something. All right, here we go. What is the historical context? Come on. The faster you move, the faster I get through this. What do you got, Ayla? Imperialization. Perfect. Audience. Come on. The faster you do this, the faster we move. Nate.
The Chiefs.
Chiefs. Purpose. What's the purpose? Sam. Sign away. Land. To who? Well, who is it? What country, people? The British. What is the point of view? What is this document really showing us? Come on. Matthew. No. Madison.
How Africans have to bow down.
No, that's not. This is not a very good example. If I held a gun to your head and you bowed down then, that'd be a better example, don't you think? I've already talked to Ayla. Potter.
How the Africans have no choice in
Why you said that? This is a contract. Remember, they said affixed to your marks here of their own free will and consent. What you got, Tristan? I'm going to throw indirect rule because that's a really nice outside piece of evidence that you can use later. That would be a really great piece, but no, that's not the point of view. Guys, look at this. Look at the document. Does that look like most documents you fill out? Why? Huh?
It was like filled out.
It was filled out for them. They literally have blanks. So what does that mean? Huh?
Like the British demand.
No. Rex.
Like to make it really easy for the side of the land.
It made it really easy, maybe even systematic. Does this show that great care the British took in, and they just saw it as a generic thing?
There's all different opinions.
Systematic takeover of tribal lands with little care. I mean, they couldn't even, 1880, they just leave it blank. If you filled out a form like this, turning over your whole land, how would that make you feel? That they couldn't even write out the whole damn thing. Why is this significant? Why is this a big deal? This shows us what? Well, if they have a systematic form that they literally have to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things in it to get a person to sign it, what does that tell you, Jason?
How efficient it is to get.
There you go. They take over a ton of land because of their efficiency. Perfect. Document 2, source. Plymouth the first Ashanti leader responds to British officer of protectorate status, West Africa. Who can raise your hand and tell me what's protectorate status? Tristan. Who's going to protect them? British. Will, in quotes, support them. Do you think this is better for the British or better for the Ashanti? British, of course. Okay. The suggestion that Ashanti, in its present state, should come and enjoy the protection of Her Majesty the Queen of England and Empress of India is a matter of very serious consideration. I am pleased to announce that we have arrived at the conclusion that my kingdom of Ashanti will never commit itself to any such policy. Ashanti must remain as of old and at the same time remain friendly with all white men. Okay, now keep in mind, we have to focus on, what is the focus of this DBQ, people? Sydney. African actions and reactions. So, going back to the first one real quick because I didn't really make a point of it. What's the African actions and reactions in this one? The first one's what? What's the African actions and reactions? So far, all we've talked about is British. Already talked to Matthew. Sarah? Well, yeah. So what does that tell you? They're caving. Would we agree? Caving to British will. Okay, so let's look at the second one now. What's the historical perspective? What's the historical what? Decline of British offer. Okay, who's the audience? Mia. British government. What is the purpose, Abby? That would be more of your point of view. What is the purpose of this piece? What is her? Why is she writing this? Okay, they're rejecting However, what is unique about their rejecting? Think about it. Look at the piece. What is they're rejecting, but what? Yannick. Okay, it's a polite rejection. Would you agree? Okay, rejecting, but politely. Okay. What is the point of view? Why are they writing it in this way at this time, Rex?
Maybe like I'm gonna reject it as nice as possible, like so they don't like go with that.
Okay, so what are they trying to do? They're trying to walk a line here, correct?
Right.
All right, so they are walking a fine line between independence and takeover. Takeover. Okay. What are they trying to do here? There's one last point that you have to get from this document. They're trying to walk the fine line. Okay. What are they trying to really hit home here in this piece, people? Oh, God. I already talked to Yannick. I already talked to Ayla. I already talked to Matthew. Rachel. Well, no. I mean, if I wanted to keep all the white people out, I would say absolutely no white people in my country. Any white people who come in, I'm going to kill. Is that what they're saying? No. Cheyenne? Well, they're trying to keep their culture, which is why they're trying to keep the white people out. I already talked to Sam. Wyatt.
They're trying to say like we're still trying to use them.
Yes, they're trying to keep open relations. Why would they want to keep open relationships? Wyatt? Do you think they really want to trade?
And they don't want to be like,
Yeah, they're trying to still, like, let's be friends. Okay, they're trying to stay friends. Why is it significant? Annie.
Shows that not all of the African armies are laying down for the British.
Okay, it shows. Perfect. Opposition to the British. What type of way, though? Huh? Diplomatically. To the British diplomatically. What are they trying to really avoid? War. They're trying to avoid war. Why would they want to try to avoid war? There you go. Trying to avoid war. All right, here we go. Document 3. Source, Menelik II, Emperor of Ethiopia. Letter to Great Britain, France, Germany, Italy, and Russia, 1891. You need to know something in order to do this. What key thing should you know reading this primary? Immediately, off the cuff. I already talked to these people. Alejandro.
This guy defeated the Italian invasion.
There you go. Ethiopia is an independent country. They defeated Italy. Okay. So, I have no intention at all of being an indifferent specter. What's indifferent mean? Nonchalant. So I have no intention of being a nonchalant or indifferent specter. So what does he want to be? He wants to be involved, correct? He wants to be involved. Okay? I have no intention of being an indifferent spectator. If the distant powers hold on to the idea of dividing up Africa, for the past 14 centuries, Ethiopia has been its island of Christians in a sea of pagans. Since the all-powerful has protected Ethiopia up until now, I am hopeful that he will keep and enlarge it also in the future. What's the key here? There's something big he just said. Mia? Girl, I'm not doing this for my health. I'm doing it, you better be paying attention.
That they
Now you're just wasting my time and your peers. What do we got? Saran. Okay, they're Christian, so they're trying to play up the Christian card. But there's also something else here that if you didn't catch, you're screwed. What did he say that if you didn't catch, you're screwed, Yannick? Enlarge it. What does that mean, Yannick? He wants to expand. So he wants to, no, well, he can't imperialize as well. Also in the future, and I do not think for a moment that he will divide Ethiopia among the distant powers. In the past, the boundary of Ethiopia was the sea. Without our use of force and without the aid of Christians, our boundary to the sea fell into the hands of Muslims. So, what is he playing at? He's creating a what type of conflict here? A religious. He's creating a religious conflict. Today, we do not pretend to be able to recover our seacoast by force, but we hope that the Christian powers advised by our Savior Jesus Christ will restore our seacoast boundary to us or give us at least a few ports along the coast. All right, I'm going to write Doc 3 at the bottom, and I'm going to do happy down here. Okay, what's the historical perspective? Come on, this is a unique one. Rachel. Wants to participate in what? Sure, I was going to say imperialism, but okay. Who's the audience? Savannah.
Great Britain, France, Germany.
I'm going to say European powers. Make it easier. Is that okay? Okay. What is the purpose of this peace? What's the purpose of the peace, Quinn?
To show why they shouldn't be divided because they're Christian too.
I don't think he's trying not to say they shouldn't be conquered. Sarah? Kind of. We're getting there. Cheyenne? Because they're on the same team, correct? They're on the same team, both Christians, and they have defeated other countries. They're on the same team. We want to work together. Is that a unique way to think about this? Yes, we want to work together. They need their help to get a sea border. They're saying that we're so similar. We want to work together. Okay, what is their point of view? Why are they writing it when they wrote it? Why? I've already talked to these people. This is the big key part. If you get this part, this is a really nice thing you can write in an essay. I already talked to Rex. The bell's about to ring here in a second. I'm more than happy to wait it out. Sydney? Well, of course they don't want to be taken. Of course they don't want to be taken over. See ya!
Feel like want to bring that country to the next level.
I don't know, the bell rang. Good luck! Isn't this an interesting DBQ at least? You got, well, it's better than talking about like industrialization and like silver moving around. Keep in mind, African actions and reactions. If you're not answering the prompt, it's wrong. Goodbye.